Hey everybody, it's Professor Hobbs. Oh yeah. New game. No survival included. Select the character. Let's go with the Fat Man. Let's go. It's Clunk. Grab everything you need. Go, 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 go. One more time. What? And dead. Do 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 do. Oh, that's nice. Let's try again. Go. Where? Behind. Oh, load it. Go, 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 go. Dang. How's it going? Day one. Almost all of us made it to the shelter. Almost. All we can do now is start thinking of create ways to serve our canned soup. Our shelter needs to be full of stock, but somehow we all found a better way to use the stock supplies instead of leaving them for emergency. Once we have enough soup, party, another time we need it. How's it going? Ration out supplies. Not yet. Not available. Let's go. Have to wait. Day 2. What we make of today will be our tomorrow, so let's make that right. Ted did not complain today, at least not very much. It's fine for Dory so far, nothing new for Timmy. Scavenging condition will result in rational sickness. And what do we have right now? No gas mask, so it's a dangerous situation. So nothing. It's really weird, and you get the feeling that somehow it's watching you. Our shelter is tiny, but this has been bugged us for a while. We check out the closet and no one hiding there. There's something alive down here beside us. Maybe a worm of some kind. If so, we need to show what. Oh. Let's go with the axe first. Whatever was is dead now. Quite dead. Maybe they're more hiding somewhere in one of those nasty little holes. Where's water when Ted needed? Water is all Dory wants. Timmy have been talking about nothing other than water. You should drink some. Nothing yet. Find it. Found it. The emulation strip was covered by a can. Too bad it was empty, but at least we have our oldest back. Ted looks like got one foot in the grave. Need a drink. Step marination. Water, where do you go? Playing with matches is never a good idea. Doing so in a tiny underground shelter is probably lower on a good idea scale. A few matches later, and we ended up with flame licking up one of the walls. I'm sure we could put real bowl. We need our source of information. We went for the radio first and we were about to grab it before it was engulfed by flame. Unfortunately, our supplies weren't so lucky. We need to violate our allowances. Not thirsty. Let's go with soup. Highly radioactive. Every new smell attacks our noses. Isn't much we can miss, though when a single brick fell on the wall revealed a tight opening. Our senses were immediately invaded by a terrible stretch. We should probably check that hole out and see what sort of smell is. Sure. We have put oh boy. And so far it's good condition. No need. No. Sounds like after this day will be good for inspiration. Angering is lit. Another day without any clue what's going on. Not yet. Exploration time. Guess my weird it's our very own fallout garden. Now, Water, water, water. The mutant. No longer thirsty. That's way more time. Darn it. Next. Really tired. Food time. Halloween doctor outfit. I claim to be field hospital. Move from place to place. Attempt to help those. Eat it. Sure. Nothing yet. So, food can be survived for a bit. Hey, got a map. What it is. Darn it. Day 13. And no need yet. Occupied. Nothing. Acquire a way to make further contact. Darn it. Let the take back, and the rifle is bleh. You need all food too. Whisper. Ted is where? Need water is good. Tennis. Yeah. Okay. That has been covered. Darn it. Got nothing. No need. What? Oh. I have to give up the water, wasn't it? Need a drink? Yeah. Sure. Made contact. Wait patiently. Food. Okay. Wait for the instruction. We could barely sleep after all that arguing. Let's hope this won't happen again. Nothing should have done but tentative. Let's see. No need. Just the radio. Got it. Good. Repair kit is here. Oh, yes! It looked like the bank was robbed just before the blast. The vault was cracked open with Saul, hidden teddy bears. Who does that? Anyway, we can see why they wanted to rob it so badly. The place was filled with tomato soup cans. How did it end up here? Maybe the mail had it delivered to the bank instead of a food bank? Or just left over. We found a shopping bag on the floor next to the counters. It contained a couple of wanton bananas, a hay crane, a pair of bunny slippers, and some bottled water. Tempting all these treasure may have been, we limit ourselves to taking the water. But this is how we take cards at the place. Unacceptable! In the guard room, we found a skeleton of two individuals who seemed to have been playing cards when the bomb hit. Good thing we kept all our money in a really safe place. That is our special cookie jar in the kitchen. Those guards didn't provide much security here, but their card will contribute to high quality shelter entertainment. Thanks. One of the council we found a suitcase full of money. It looked like someone was making a deposit right when the bomb fell. Well, we're not going to get very interest anytime soon. We got rid of banknotes, but we kept the suitcase. This last expedition got us thinking. Maybe we could just drive away from this memory somehow. Of course, most of the automobiles available are completely burnt out. But if we find a solid base and scavenge enough parts, perhaps we could build a vehicle of our own. We better keep an eye out for those future expeditions. So Ted is gotta do something about Ted. Yeah. Ted is hungry, tired, need a little bit of water. Can't leave him without water for too long. This time, but nobody at the moment. Our situation is getting worse every day. We can see the hunger and desperation in each other's eyes. We know a teacher from a local school rescued a bunch of kids with the bomb shelter. We also know what kind of supplies are in the school shelter. As part of the community, we help start kits for emergency, so technically they're ours, right? Well, despite all the stuff we have, it's best to say no. We're not bandits. Sure, we need supplies, but not at the cost of others. We won't bother these people. And the men take canned tomato soup from another is not worth to taste that soup. Let's just hope that everybody else is out there as decent as our family. Not thirsty. Yeah, it's just hungry. Then we keep on with sleep turn, a few days rest. No, thirsty, that's it. So it's just the food supplies. So, stomach. So it's a little bit more time to wait for that. Nobody. Make it work again? No. Everything was just fine. Just hungry. About to eat. Still haven't rested. So everybody fine. Good. Mask it is. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. If you can survive a little bit longer, 30 years shouldn't be much of a problem. Just make sure it fits on the gas mask. Before heading out. You're fine. Car, just okay. And everything else should be fine. Need water right away. Waffle, you get it. Right? Yeah. I'm not sure why. Take the whisk. Yeah. Out of the bag. Oh. Oh. Okay. We gotta get. Should eat. Not eaten for a while. Sure. And my oh, cat is right there now. Okay. Dory not eaten for a while. Dory need more time to rest. Yeah. Actually, through this time. Sure. Stay dirt. Dory will really love something to eat. Weston will not survive without water any longer. Timmy in terrible shape. Need water. Okay, both need water. What does it look like so far? Waste my ammo to do. Eh. Oh. Okay. No longer very hungry. You could survive, right? What is that? I don't think you need the flashlight anymore, right? I'm wondering what that thing is. No clue. But I want to keep it simple and find out with nothing else you need, right? You could survive, right? Right? Yeah, just to be hungry. Okay, cat. Now eat something with cure from illness. Should eat something. not taking any more risk than that one, so just food. 32 food. I guess the cat is gone now. Before we reach the end of our street, we're stopped by two men wearing dark coats and style hats. They rushed toward the cat to pick him up. They saying they were looking for him for a while now. Suppose Dugga belongs to an old lady who were fond to it and missed the little guys dearly. We shrugged and went back to our shelter. The cat didn't seem to care, so why should we? Good thing we didn't get too attached of it the last few days. Ted had suddenly turned to surface. Our poor house was completely destroyed above our shelter. It really devastating. It was never turned cat out. It seemed favorably not pure enough to keep pushing Dory's sister into the tornado. Thorny quick, okay. Mary Jane's bed. Under the bed. Soup. Got some water. Only a handful of books arrived. Gathered all over our lawn. Mary was burned, but got a handful. A car blew up. That's now a wood piece of metal. Oh, got the white bulb again. Muddy swamp, which used to be our toilet, is now home to something that remotely resembles a mutant turtle. Look good. Suitcase gone. Axe didn't make it. Ted is tired, hungry, and still. I'm not eating for a while, and they're fine. Enough of this plain, tasteless water. Dory is really carving a cup of coffee, really. A true American coffee, the kind that you could drink but well, Dory, of course, because of anything I need to deal with. Not really. However, Timmy needs to do some exploration this time. Our volunteer came back empty-handed. Where? Water. This is just hungry. Life at the shelter can really put strain. Piracy is a forgotten and punchless concept now. You're back. At least how Sam remembers. Just hungry, just hungry. No. First off, share that food. Yeah, as the figure calls and kept the door locked with the noise outside fade away. Found a new toy. We grabbed the cable and followed to a rusty old truck parked to our neighbor's driveway. Upon opening the door, we were confronted with two men wearing huge headphone wire tape. All water. Oh no. We don't have any medkit. Got the soup. Got the briefcase. Just hungry. And the chimney is just very. Exploration time. And give up the hope and dream for medkit. Day 40. Give it up for day 40. Hungry, 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 and just rest. Yeah. And give it to you, Ruben. Examination. Okay, so I need to donate, technically. Or just need that and go. Yeah, it's fine. The agent were spying on us, now door. Oh, here goes nothing. Hmm. Cannot survive in longer. Would really okay. Here, have both. No. Okay, so that means just plain hungry at the moment. Nothing. No. Now you're good. Ah, darn it. Don't have mask. We're hungry. We love to eat. Yeah, food, but not yet. I don't have anything to trade with. Darn it. Okay, mask is still good, so hopefully I need that for the long run. Go send someone for a recon mission for the agent. Close to water, that's it. Hungry, really tired. All water. And Ted food. You see, just hungry, tired. No longer hungry. Okay. Yeah. Go. You mind what cigar box? Oh, good. No longer thirsty. So, just plain hungry. Just, okay, nothing. Sure. Hungry, just tired. Weston, no need. Sure. Name flag, donate. But that's not part of the twin, wasn't it? Sure, I guess. Do count, okay. Dad is hungry. Need more time to cover. Just thirsty. Oh. Okay. Gosh darn Ted. Oh boy, here it comes. Oh. Whiskey business. Darn it, has become infected. So in other words, it's oh boy. Chad is very hungry, I'm assuming. Timmy don't need it. It doesn't say anything about thirst and stuff. Not sure what to deal with. Trader alert. So, no longer hungry, rested, need to kill here. Okay. Not sure why, but sure. Nothing can do. Darn it. I just took that rifle. Need a drink. Oh boy. Wipe. Everything needs to be fixed. Sorry, no. What? Await instructions from any of them. Just hungry, protect. Continue on. Ted had recovered from sickness. Ted isn't hungry anymore. And you're fine. Oh, patched out? Hold up, you're fine now? Oh, you two are fine. Oh. Wow, Dory for some reason hungry. Not yet. And check the radio. How fortunate we took the radio with us. Need a drink. That's all, no drink. Huh. Sure. The end. We're taken out of our home in the dark and the night and hastily transported to what the agent calls the presidential bunker. It's amazing. Sure, the walls are a simpler shade of gray, but now we have a whooping 20 square feet more to walk around while we died of boredom. The extra bucket and newspaper supplies is nothing to sneeze at, either. All in all, it's definitely an upgrade. Life here will surely be worth all the trouble we went through. Finally, we can sit, relax, and let somebody else empty the bucket for a change. We were so afraid for Timmy, but he came back from the wasteland and is safe with us now. We brought some strange-looking people back to our stores that they claim to be wizards and were willing to trade useful supplies to exchange a few weird trinkles. After hearing them out, we decided to look around just for items they wanted. They were really stomach about purchasing a pair of old socks, which have been lying in the corner for some time now, living their own life. The wizards got them in exchange for a few bottles of water. One of them placed a socket on his ear and started to dance. So much for our rifle. It got damaged. Might sound paranoid, but we think someone swallowed it. Just hope it doesn't happen again. Yay. Anyway, held up for 58 days. All of us are okay, but not Mary Jane. Question 2. Lost and found. The world is on fire. Something smells worse than us. Alternative diet. Sleep, listen, automobile. House call. Riddle myth. Myth radio notification. We can hear things. The night to say official matters. Unexpected, unexpected call. Spider-Man. Traders betraying. Make contact with her. Radio station. Bank case. Innocent preserved. Super fifth is out of the bag. Reunite. Signal lead the army. Is Ned safe? Safe? The cookie business. The following trail. Our house 60 seconds later. Coffee one. Roadside picnic. There and back again. Final gate. No prescription. Late vision. Wasteland supplies. Big brother. The hunters. Didn't help the army. Every building, bullet counts. Someone partner. Fifth at the bar. Recon. Small treasure. Radio section. Page number 10. Propaganda. Beast fight. Provision. Assist the army. Health insurance. Cited at F grade. Someone partner. Mark. VIP paradise. Done. Let's go. You survive. Maybe. What do you mean by maybe? What the heck? Well, what if? Oh well. And that's the game.